This magical story you're about to hear is lovingly created by FMTJ.
On a quiet Tuesday morning, something impossible happened. The sky answered back. Mira was 7 years old, lying in her backyard, watching clouds drift past like slow boats. She whispered to the blue above, "I wish I could visit you." And then, soft as a lullaby, she heard, "We wish you could visit us too." She sat up fast. Her heart did a little jump. Was that real? She looked around. No one else was there. Just her, the grass, and the enormous sky stretching forever. "Hello," she called out. Quieter this time. "Hello, Mira," the voice said again. It sounded like wind chimes and warm honey mixed together. "We've been listening for a very long time." Mira's eyes went wide. "Who are you?" "We come from a planet far away, beyond many stars. We've been learning about Earth. Your world is beautiful. Scientists know that space is full of stars, billions of them. And around those stars, there are planets. Earth is one small planet in a galaxy filled with countless others. For years, people have wondered if anyone else is out there. Telescopes scan the night sky. Space missions travel to distant moons. But so far, no one has found proof of life beyond Earth. Until today. At least, that's what Mira thought. "Are you aliens?" she whispered. "We prefer the word friends," the voice said gently. "But yes, we are from another world. We travel in ships made of light and stardust. Right now, we're very far away, but we can send our voices across space, like a radio wave, only softer." Mira's mind raced. She'd seen pictures of space in books. Dark skies dotted with glowing points, swirling galaxies, rings around Saturn. But she never imagined anyone out there might be listening. "What's your planet like?" she asked. "It's smaller than Earth, and it glows at night. Our skies are purple, and we have 3 moons. We don't have oceans like yours, but we have rivers of light that flow between mountains. We've been watching your planet for a long time, Mira. You have something we don't." "What's that?" "Trees and rain, and the way your sun makes everything golden in the evening." Mira looked at the trees around her yard. She'd never thought of them as special. They were just there, rustling in the breeze, dropping leaves in autumn. But to someone far away, maybe they were magic. "Why did you talk to me?" she asked. "Because you asked the sky a question, and we thought it was time someone answered." Mira felt a warmth spread through her chest. She wasn't scared. The voice was kind. It felt like talking to a friend she hadn't met yet. "Can I see you?" she asked. "Not today. We're too far away. But maybe one day, when you're older, humans will build ships that can travel between stars. And maybe you'll be on one of those ships." Mira imagined it, floating through space, passing planets she'd only seen in pictures, meeting beings who glowed softly and spoke like music. "What should I do now?" she asked. "Keep looking up. Keep asking questions. The universe is big, and it's full of wonders. Scientists on your planet are already searching. They use big telescopes and send messages into space. They're curious, just like you." Mira smiled. She thought about all the scientists working late at night, pointing their instruments at distant stars, hoping for a signal. And here she was, a kid in a backyard, getting an answer. "Will you talk to me again?" she asked. "Maybe," the voice said. "But for now, remember this. You're not alone. There are others out there, wondering about you just as much as you wonder about them." The voice grew softer, like it was drifting away on the wind. "Goodbye, Mira. Keep dreaming." And then silence, just the birds and the breeze in the ordinary sky. But Mira knew the universe had spoken. Mira stood in her backyard for a long time, staring at the empty sky. Everything looked the same as before. The grass, the fence, the trees, swaying gently. But something inside her had changed. She ran inside and grabbed her notebook, the one with the constellation drawings. She flipped to a blank page and started writing everything she could remember: the purple skies, the 3 moons, the rivers of light. She didn't want to forget a single detail. At dinner, her dad asked if anything interesting happened today. Mira almost told him. Almost. But she stopped. Would he believe her? Or would he think she was making it up? She decided to keep it secret. For now, that night, Mira couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about what the voice had said. Scientists were already searching. They used telescopes and sent messages into space. She wanted to help, but how? The next morning, she went to the library. She found books about space exploration. One showed pictures of giant radio telescopes pointed at the sky. Another explained how scientists listen for signals from distant stars. They haven't found any yet, but they keep trying. Mira learned that space is unimaginably big. Light from the nearest star takes years to reach Earth. Messages sent into space travel at the speed of light, but even that's slow compared to the distances involved. If someone far away sent a reply, it might not arrive for decades. But the voice had reached her instantly. How was that possible? Maybe their technology was more advanced. Maybe they'd figured out something humans hadn't yet. She checked out 3 books and carried them home. That afternoon, she sat under the tree in her backyard and read. She learned about exoplanets, planets that orbit stars other than the sun. Scientists have discovered thousands of them. Some are rocky like Earth. Some are giant balls of gas. A few are in the habitable zone, where liquid water could exist. Could one of those planets have purple skies and 3 moons? Maybe. Mira started watching the night sky every evening. She brought her notebook and drew what she saw: the Big Dipper, Orion's belt, the moon in its different phases. She didn't hear the voice again, but she didn't stop looking. Weeks passed, then months. Mira kept reading. She learned about the Voyager spacecraft, launched decades ago, carrying messages from Earth in case anyone found them. She learned about SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Scientists all over the world, working together, hoping to make contact. She wasn't alone in wondering. Millions of people looked up and asked the same question: is anyone out there? One evening, Mira's teacher announced a science project. Students could choose any topic related to space. Mira knew exactly what to do. She made a poster showing Earth and the stars beyond. She wrote about exoplanets and the search for life. She explained how scientists use math and technology to explore the universe. And at the bottom, she added one sentence: the universe is big, and we're still learning. But maybe, one day, we'll find friends among the stars. Her teacher smiled when she saw it. This is wonderful, Mira. You really thought about this. Mira nodded. She had thought about it. Every single day. That night, she stood in her backyard one more time. The stars glittered above, distant, silent, beautiful. She didn't hear the voice, but she felt something, a connection, a reminder that the universe was full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. Mira whispered to the sky, "I'm still here, still looking." And somewhere, far away, maybe someone heard. Years would pass before Mira became an astronomer, before she pointed her own telescope at distant worlds, before she joined the search that had started in her backyard when she was 7. But on quiet nights, when the work felt impossible and the universe seemed too vast to ever understand, she'd remember that Tuesday morning, the voice like wind chimes, the warmth in her chest, the feeling of being seen by someone impossibly far away. She'd remember that curiosity isn't just about finding answers. It's about asking better questions, about looking up when everyone else looks down, about believing that wonder matters just as much as proof. The universe is still out there, still full of mysteries, still waiting for people brave enough to listen. And somewhere beyond the stars, maybe those friends are still watching, still hoping that one day humans will build ships fast enough to cross the impossible distance between worlds. Until then, we keep searching, we keep dreaming, we keep looking up at the night sky and remembering that we're part of something bigger than ourselves. The sky spoke once, and Mira never stopped listening.